A company named Magic Leap thinks it's going to change how we use computers forever. Instead of having them on our desks or in our hands, computers will be worn on our faces. The mysterious company raised more than $2.3 billion from companies like Google, Alibaba, and JP Morgan without shipping a single one of its products. That's about to change. Magic Leap is now selling its very first highly anticipated mixed reality headset. I flew down to Florida to check it out. I'm here in Plantation, Florida at Magic Leap checking out its first product, and until now it's been highly secretive. It's called the Magic Leap 1 and it blends the digital world with the real world. So far, only partners had seen Magic Leap's technology, and CNBC was invited to be among the first to check out whether or not the product was real and if it was any good. It includes three components: the light wear, which is the headset here, the light pack, and a controller. And what you do is you just slide the headset over your eyes, and suddenly you see a digital world on top of the real world around you. Magic Leap uses what it calls digital light fields and software to create 3D images that are supposed to appear to exist in the real world. Magic Leap's light field technology wasn't convincing enough that I actually thought there were objects in front of me, but it did do a good job putting 3D rendered objects into the real world that weren't already there. Cameras on the headset are used to scan the room to figure out its dimensions so that it knows where to place objects. The system also includes eye tracking technology, so it knows where you're looking, as well as 3D sound, which takes into account the distance and position of the object making a particular sound. It's really hard to explain what it's like to use Magic Leap, and it's a problem that Magic Leap said it faces too. I tried several of its demos down at the offices in Florida. In a beta version of an NBA app, I was able to put a clip of LeBron James on a wall in the room and then see a 3D rendering on the floor of LeBron scoring play. In another demo, I felt like I was exploring the bottom of the seafloor. Neon, slightly transparent waves of grass and creatures sprung up from the floor around me, and each one I touched created a different sound. And now there's like this really realistic looking kind of fish swimming away. It's not a cartoon either, it's like just lights and glowing. It's convincing enough that I think you could touch it. What makes the experience even more convincing is that the objects react to the environment. Right over the camera now are several sea turtles. Oh, whoa. Oh, they bumped into it and turned around. That's cool. Objects will also interact with each other. So the Tyrannosaurus Rex just beat the knight here. The knight died, and now I can drop a UFO, and the UFO will go over towards the T-Rex and can abduct him. Mixed reality headsets are not a new concept. Microsoft's HoloLens is the closest to this sort of experience, since it also allows you to compute in the real world around you wearing only a headset. But so far, HoloLens has been primarily targeted at developers and enterprise users. The Magic Leap 1 is marketed for developers, but future products, it hopes, will be worn by everybody, including students, business users, and even regular consumers at home in their living rooms. But unlike Microsoft, Magic Leap has been cloaked in secrecy since opening its doors in 2011. What has added to this skepticism is that the company says the experience can't be filmed by a camera since the light can only be interpreted by a human eye. It's something that Magic Leap CEO Roni Abovitz has taken to Twitter to explain. We had to use renderings built by Magic Leap to illustrate what I was seeing through the lens. The Magic Leap 1 also has some limitations. It doesn't work if there's too much light, and it also doesn't work if it's too dark, but you should be good in most indoor locations. There's also a field of vision issue. It doesn't lay content on top of everything within your vision, which means it can be hard to see content that's really close to you or too big for the headset's field of view. That's something Magic Leap says it's working to fix in future models. Still, it was really cool to see digital fish swimming around me, and that I had the ability to just pin a big TV up on the wall. It's unlike any other experience I've ever had because it takes digital content and puts it on top of the real world. So you might be sitting in your living room and have a computer screen up and your TV, and maybe a jellyfish will swim by. All of that's possible with this headset, and it's really amazing and something you'd really have to see for yourself. The Magic Leap 1 Creators Edition is available now for $2,295. It's being targeted at developers and creators who want to build content and new experiences for the platform. Eventually, Magic Leap says it will launch a model for everyone, but when or for how much is yet to be determined.